What is up, and I welcome each and every one of you back to a brand new video. I hope you're all having fantastic days. Before I get started, let me just say that I am back from my extended vacation. For those of you who don't know, I was off for the last few days, but I did have some videos in circulation, which is why I was daily uploading as usual. But I'm back now, and yeah, I just thought I'd say that. And there also are going to be some changes during this channel before we get started on the video. I'm still going to come out with Civ 6 videos every day, but I'm also going to be branching into other different games, and I'm also going to be improving the quality of my current game, so yeah, looking forward to that. But let's talk about this, right? This is how to improve on Deity, no matter what difficulty you want, no matter what difficulty you want to go for. If you do this, you will instantly improve, and you will improve the fastest way possible. Now, you might be asking me, you ignorant poor souls, why are you on the Conquest of Alexander scenario? Well, one of my subs told me a few days ago, they were like, the best way, in my opinion, to get good on Deity is to do the Conquest of Alexander scenario. Now, like you, I didn't understand him at first, but then I went into the Conquest of Alexander scenario for like the first time, and I realized, oh, yeah, that's right, all that all makes sense. Now, why does that make sense? First off, let's talk about the Conquest of Alexander scenario. What is it? Pretty much you have a certain time. For me, it's 37 turns because I'm on Deity, but for lower difficulties, it does get lower. I think on Settler, you have 60 turns, and you have to conquer every single city on the planet. You are not allowed to make peace with anybody. You have to take out everything, all these cities, not all the units, just all the cities, and you have this unique great general here, Alexander the Great. That is why it's called Conquest of Alexander, silly gooses. He's a unique great general. Every great general is like unique. Alexander and Persia both have the same bonuses as in the base game. We have the same unique units. We have the same immortals. The only thing that's different is our unique abilities, although they really don't matter for the most part. Let's attack the city right over there. And the other thing is, you cannot let Alexander die. He's a regular great general, so if a unit moves on to Alexander, scenario is over. The other thing is, if Alexander is beside a city when it is taken, you get free units. So, for example, I'm beside Athens. If I move Alexander beside Athens and I kill it, I get 2 hoplites. Let's actually just do that real quick. We'll use the Hetaira to take out that encampment. So this piss can move up there. Athens will take that guy out, and then we'll finish off the city like so. And because Alexander's beside the city, I do get 2 free hoplite units. Now, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. There's no civic or tech tree. You have enough resources to make as many unique units as you want. Now what I'm going to be talking about is, well, first, if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. I make Civ 6 videos, and I'm going to be making more videos, so definitely, it helps me out. 10K, there will be a face reveal, by the way. But enough self-plugging. Let's get back into the scenario. Now, why does it help? Well, there are multiple reasons. Number one, there are different units. You have horsemen, spearmen, boats, immortals, no walls cities, walled cities, Mariano chariot archers. You have literally everything conceivable except for heavy cavalry units, and the AI usually does build heavy chariots anyway. So it forces you to be good at every single aspect of combat. Now, for example, if I take this Hetairoi and I move him away from Alexander, you can see that against a spearman, I don't really do that well. They get bonus against cavalry units, but this Piss does really well against the spearman, so I have to be strategic, like, oh, I'm going to attack you with you, attack you with you. The other thing is you have to protect your ranged units like these archers, because if these archers get in range of horsemen or spearmen, and horsemen do ignore zone of control, by the way, they are going to get trampled, as usually does happen. And you also have to be smart. Like, I'm holding this choke point, and I could attack the horseman, but I have to keep this guy fortified or else he will die. It forces you to make decisions and look at all aspects of combat. Even the naval combat, because you're going to need some boats to deal with these triremes who will retake the city of Athens and Halicarnassus and Tyre and Gaza. So you do have to build some navy units in order to deal with all these cities. And you need walls. You need to build siege units, like I'm building the siege tower to take out the walled cities. You have to literally look into every single aspect of warfare. That's number one. The other thing is you have a time limit, so you do have to be very, very, very efficient. On Deity especially, you have to be as efficient as possible, because if you're not, and you could kill all the units you want. If you don't take every single city in 37 turns, you're not winning on Deity. In fact, I don't even know if I can win this on Deity, and I constantly win regular games on Deity. Now, the other thing is there are lots of cities to take. I already said that. The other thing is you have to protect civilian Hey guys, real quick before we get right back into the video, the goal is to be bigger than PewDiePie by the end of about, next week, I would say. That's a fairly attainable goal due to my assertions. But yeah, if you enjoy my content and want to help me out, subscribe and let's get right back into the video. Units, like great generals, for example. If Alexander dies, it's game over. But in a regular game, you're going to want to protect your settlers. You're going to want to protect your great generals, because in a normal game, if your great general is like taken out, he moves back to your closest city. And if you're attacking somebody like 10 tiles away, you'd lose 1 or 2 turns of great generals, which could be the difference between winning and losing a game. And, okay, over here, we're going to use our cavalry units to come in like that. You also have to be careful of movement speed and nearby units. It forces you to be good at everything and also trying to surround cities so you can kill them in 1 turn, like I am about to do over here. And, like, look at this. This is a lesser-known strategy. There's no reason for me to go to this encampment, because if I take out the city of Sparta, I take out the spearmen in that city without attacking it, which is just good all around. Now, we're going to move this, we can also move units because the encampment isn't there in the way. We don't get like a combat debuff of moving units. I'm also putting my archer in rough terrain over here, and I'm going to attack the boat because I do have to take out boats eventually. Here in Athens, for example, I also have to start building galleys and quadriremes to help my navy, forcing you to do every single aspect of naval combat. Now, the other good thing is, look at all these units Persia has. Let me just get going on another Hittyroi. Here you can go going on a, I guess, a Pispis. Look at all these units. Look at all the units Persia has. You have 3 different unique units. 4, actually. You have the Immortal, Mariano Chariot Archer. Look at them. Look at all of them. You have the Saka Horse Archer. You have the Varu from Patala. I mean, look at all these. I mean, my God, that's just disgusting. You need a good KD. Usually, if you want to win a regular game on Deity, you need to kill at least 5 units. Look at the boats coming for Athens. You need to kill at least 5 units for every 1 you lose. That's the minimum. And that is also the minimum. Oh, thank God I can buy this galley for cheap. That is also the minimum you need to do on this scenario. Look at all these units. So you do have to be very smart with how you move your units. Like, for example, I'm going to move this guy. He has 5 movement speed, so we can move there and attack that guy. Halicarnassus is a walled city, so I do have to get the siege tower in ASAP. We also have the Hippispis. I'm going to take that guy. I'll also promote you, I suppose. We'll give you Tortoise. See, even I made a mistake. I should not have moved this archer in here because he'll get destroyed by Halicarnassus. I do have to wait for the siege tower, but it forces you to play smart. Now, why is this just a domination scenario? How is this going to make you good on the difficulty you want? If you can beat the scenario on King, you'll be able to beat a regular King game. If you beat it on Deity, you'll be able to beat a regular Deity game, and so on. Look at that. Look at that. I have to build a navy. If I do not build a navy this game, I would have lost Athens. That could have been catastrophic. The reason I have to do good on the Conquest of Alexander scenario is because it does not matter how good you are at the economic side of Civ 6. If you can take out 1 to 2 enemy capitals, you've already won the game. You'll be getting so much science and culture from the sheer number of cities that you can go for any victory type you want, aside from potentially diplomatic. Like, look at this here. I have to be smart here, right? This archer, he does look like he's going to die. If I move him, though, if I move him 1 over there, that was a mistake. I should have just attacked. Now, okay, that was a big mistake, actually. Okay, then the Hittyroi, he's going to have to move back there. You know, it also forces you to save your mistakes. You're going to go ahead and do that. Then I'll use the Hippispis to begin attacking Halicarnassus, and boom, we saved our catastrophic mistake that could have killed the archer. Now, like I was saying, you have to be good at domination. If you're good at domination and you're bad at everything else, you can win on Deity. It's just that simple. Okay, you can move there. You guys can actually begin attacking Gordian. The other thing is you have to split up your forces efficiently. If you're going for 1 city at a time, it's not going to help. It's not going to help at all. Alexander gives a lot of movement speed, but you're going to move, not going to be able to move up there. You're going to move there to get surrounding. You might actually die to this guy, so I will promote you now to charge. But if you're just good at all the combat bonuses in Civ 6, you don't have to worry about economy. You'll have so many cities, economy will not even matter in the slightest. Let's go ahead and get another siege tower up here. The Hittyroi is going to move down there. You go ahead and begin finishing off his naval units. Yeah, you need a good KD. It helps you with everything. Not just DD, obviously, for any other victory types you want. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to really say about the scenario. I take Halicarnassus now. I just played. This wasn't the most efficient way to play things, by the way. It was just me like trying to get content for the video. But this is really the only thing I have to say. If you want to get good, play the Conquest of Alexander scenario. It forces you into early and constant warfare, and you have to be good at this warfare in order for you to be good at whatever victory type you want. I now have a solid navy. I will be able to take out Tyre and help with Gaza, surround both those cities that do have walls, by the way, so they will be fairly difficult to take out. But Yeah, again, sort of a recap, I guess. The reason is, like, if you win Alexander and you beat him on Deity, you win the Conquest scenario, that means you are an amazing domination player. And if you are, domination is the one victory type in which you control the outcome. In a science victory, you might be, for example, you might go against another civ that is just like Korea, who maybe ends up taking an early capital. That's going to be almost insurmountable. You might have a pretty poor start. You might not have a lot of mountains. In a culture victory, there might be 3 other culture civs, and you're not able to get wonders, and you're not able to get as many culture people as you want. Diplomatic victory, obviously same thing. Maybe you're up against somebody who just like wins all the diplomatic scenarios, or you might just get unlucky with diplomatic scenarios or whatnot. Domination is the one victory type in which you control the outcome. You have to make decisions. The AI, if they end up building walls, you have to get catapults. You have to make good decisions, and you have to look into the AI. What are they building? How do I counter it? What do I do? What have I eaten for breakfast? All that sort of stuff. So yeah, domination is the one victory type in which you can control, and if you get good at domination victory, you will be able to win on Deity, even if it is just being able to win on domination. You can use an early domination to go ahead and convert to a culture victory or something like that, but that is the only thing I'm going to say. If you have any questions, feel free to comment, like for the algorithm, subscribe so you guys can see the ugliest face of all time by the time I hit 10K, and yeah, I'll probably be streaming by the end of the month as well, and if you guys want, I will definitely be playing, maybe complete the Alexander scenarios and other scenarios if you guys want. Yeah, watch my Scythia video later today, and there's going to be a lot of changes in this channel, and I hope you guys are as excited as me, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.